Hello, how are you? Hope you're well and you're enjoying Nottstopping Festival. My name is Kate and I'm an artist working with print and paper, and today we're going to make a flower crown out of paper that you've got lying about at home, because even in lockdown there's loads of things we want to celebrate and nothing says lockdown party like a lockdown party hat. Like this! Or this! Or this one! Snazzy. Now to make these, you don't need a lot of supplies. Some newspaper, or whatever paper you have to hand, some scissors, some glue and some tape. And once you've got everything together, we start by making the headband. I'm going to fold this piece of newspaper to make a thin band. I'm folding from corner to corner so it is as long as possible. You can use a strip of cardboard or a roll of whatever paper you have to hand. So you want to make sure it is long enough to go around your head. So just hold it up to where you want it and then get a bit of tape. And tape it in place. A bit of washi tape there. And there we go. Now we have lots of ways we can decorate this because people have been making flower crowns for thousands of years all over the world. So there's lots we can be inspired by. For example, in ancient Greece, they made flower crowns to celebrate the gods on holidays, and laurel leaf crowns to celebrate victories. So if you're feeling like celebrating an ancient victory, you can make one just out of leaves. Or if you want something a bit daintier, you could join in the craze for orange blossom flowers, which Queen Victoria started when she wore a crown of them on her wedding day. But I think I'm going to make one with some big flowers and big leaves, inspired by the queen of the flower crown, Frida Kahlo. To make the big flowers, I'm going to cut a long strip of some of the colourful bits of the newspapers I found, and I'm going to fold those up into a long flat tube, and with the scissors, cut out a petal shape at one end. Now don't throw away this bit because we can still use this too. And we're now going to flatten our tube and then shape it into a flower by rolling it up from one end very tightly and shaping the petals out as we go. So do a bit of scrunching and gluing to make the flower look flower shaped. And if you keep one end tightly rolled and just use a little bit of glue to hold it together and a bit of washi tape at the end to keep it in place. Once you've made enough flowers and leaves to cover the front of your headband, you can start attaching them. I'm going to start at one side and tape the first flower down, and then I'm going to add the next one so that it covers the taped down or glued end. I'm not worried too much if I can see a bit of the tape, because as I go I'm going to add leaves and small flowers to fill in the gaps. Frida Kahlo would often paint herself wearing colourful traditional Mexican dresses as a way to celebrate Mexican culture at a time when colonial influences were arriving in Mexico and starting to replace a lot of Mexican culture. If you look at several paintings, you can see she sometimes paints herself with elaborate hairdos with big flowers in as part of her traditional dress, and sometimes she's in a suit with short hair. She would often play with opposites and contrasts, but was always celebrating Mexican pop culture and folk art. So, once you're happy you've got enough flowers and leaves, and they're all securely taped and glued down, it's time to try on your crown and get ready for your next video call party. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of the festival. Bye.